Alright, hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the Bratcat channel. This is Hobfoot, that is Aloy, and this is Horizon Forbidden West.
Honor and strength.
Welcome back. I don't know why I said that all weird and was pausing. Anyway, here we are. We finally made it to the Tide's Reach. Yeah, that's the place. Looks like a pretty big settlement. Well, I've almost been all along the coast. Ish. Yeah. Pretty cool places here. We're gonna go in, we're gonna do this quest, and then we're gonna get a new quest. And we're just gonna see what happens. Yeah.
Did the enemy give you any trouble out there?
Hey guys, it's just me. Totally one of you guys. Definitely not a redheaded stepchild from all the way in the east.
Good day, warrior.
Anybody else in this game have red hair? Is it only Aloy?
My strength is yours. In the name of the Ten.
Okay, it's a cool little bridge going up here. I don't know if that's part of their camp. I mean, I suppose it is. Oh, I hear machiny doos. Don't know where they're at, but I hear them. That's just them up there.
Wasted against that machine.
Okay, well, we're just gonna keep going.
Is it true you saved Hikaru?
Hello.
If a soldier wants to prove themselves, they should do it at the hunting grounds.
We got more machines. Oh, there's a little kid. You don't see many kids. Alright, we got a whole new place here. Are there any, like, hidden things, different places? You don't really see any. I guess there's that there, whatever that is. Small supply cache. Cache over there.
Good day, champion.
Cache down there. Generous valuables, okay. Let's go up here by the campfire, I suppose.
All blades against Regal.
Figure out a way to get down to wherever it is we're supposed to be meeting.
Let our blades seek Regala.
A stash, a workbench, trader. Okay. That's cool, I like that. Ah! This is a very cool. Here's the problem. Every time that you buy one of these things, it's like you have to upgrade it with green shine. Sophisticated apparel for highbrow trappers who seek to maximize profits from their quarry. Gravesinger may soothe fallen comrades, but they bring enemies no solace. This flexible outfit is well suited for mobility and archery. Only got one Dreadwing circulator. I probably want to save it. What the heck? Go ahead and buy it. Buy it and equip it. Why not? I'm like worried, like, when are we're gonna end up needing these heart things at some point. These things are all tradable. I don't think that's tradable.
Looks aren't everything. They can help.
Okay. Oh, wow, I really like this armor.
Now, what is it you're looking for today?
I'm not sure why all the cloth is folded. I don't know if that's like a defensive feature or what the deal is. But, okay. Well, we'll be on our way. We'll see if we can get any cool colors. If we meet any dire trader peoples, I'm sure they're here. I have to go down and meet this.
Your courage serves you well.
Whee!
She's good.
Ooh, what have we here? Time's Reach, a scroll, carefully written Kargic list with Fashav's personal mark, evidently part of a diary or journal. As soon as I was old enough to read, I tried to get my hands on anything related to tales of adventure in distant lands. Highborn and raised in Meridian, I was lucky to have access to the libraries of nobles and priests. My all-time favorite book was Considerate Udaine's account of the mysteries and horrors of the Forbidden West, a lurid tome of brutal rumors and legends, most of which I now know are pure fantasy. But not quite all. One excerpt spoke to me like no other, the vivid third-hand description of a rolling lake so large and violent that no man could cross it. I always dreamt of seeing it. Today, that wish has been fulfilled. Earlier, we arrived at Tide's Reach, a raised settlement of wooden platforms built atop a ridge at the edge of a tree line. Near the entrance, the rocks and scaffolds block the western view, but squawking gulls and the sonorous crashes of waves upon the shore hint at what lies beyond. Climbing down from the settlement to the beach, I finally laid eyes upon Udaine's legendary lake. The word does no justice to the endless blue. As my feet sunk into the sand and the salty surf bit my ankles, I stood frozen, utterly captivated. The surging of the water creates a calming sensation at the very same time it stirs apprehension at its infinite nature. How far could it possibly extend? What causes the incessant pushing and pulling? And what is this shrouded Isle of Spears where the sun goes to sleep? Some childhood dreams dissolve into drivel as we get older. Most are never fulfilled. This one is different. The waters are greater than I ever could have imagined. The most powerful thing I have ever beheld. It was worth a lifetime of travel to see them, and I shall hold them in my mind until the day I die.
Honor and strength.
I wonder who those Tanakh they're keeping watch for.
We're gonna have to cross already. You can kind of see towers. Shaboom. But,
Hey, Outlander.
okay, they're yelling at me.
I should find out how many and where they're headed.
May your blade be bright.
I suppose I have info for them, but
Walk with honor.
Good day.
this place or that waterfall place would all be awesome. Am I supposed to go somewhere? Rope ladder.
May honor call. Walk with strength.
Excitable as an awesome.
Ooh.
Karo's on.
Alright. Yeah, nice cool little private cove here. I
How
like
can you
this.
say that?
I only meant.
No. I have to find him.
Okay, they clearly think we're up a level than we are. Bonk. Oh, I was trying to land on top of the... Oh. Alright, I'm a little soggy now, but that's okay. Are we gonna go send a raid against the, what are those people across the way? The Gru or something like that?
Who are these
Yeah.
raiders you're talking about?
Some of Regala's supporters were hunted down near here. Most fought to the death, but one group had other ideas. They escaped pursuit and raided Tide's Reach. They were last seen out to sea, to the west.
The raiders escaped out to sea?
We think that's why they raided the settlement. They built a flat boat, bits of wood tied together.
Raft?
I wouldn't want to go to sea on one, but it seems that was the raiders' plan. Slaughter our sleeping guards, steal supplies, and sail straight west.
Are you worried they might come back?
The supplies they stole won't last forever, and they were prepared to gut our guards to get them. People here want justice. That won't happen until those fugitives are found.
If the raiders went out to sea, I'm not sure how I could follow them. I guess they got away. For now.
Okay, that was everything for that quest? Is that it? On hold. Okay. I think they're probably on hold for the same reasons. This is all the way back here. Whoops. Alright, let's figure out what this quest is here.
We walk in strength.
And, come on, get up.
Hikaru commands my blade.
Oh, this is cool. I love this place.
A sharp blade to your enemy.
Say, I want to try and invent places like this in my writings, but I don't think that I am as creative or smart as I need to be for this stuff.
It seems Regala's spear is a weapon of real strength.
What's going on here?
You're her. The one from the embassy. Please, you have to go after my father. He's going to get himself killed in the stand of the Sentinels. The forest beyond the village. Everyone else seems to have forgotten that we don't abandon our own.
Phaneira? If you're gonna drag the Outlander into this, at least tell her the whole story. Goroka gave her that stab wound.
It was an accident.
How did your father accidentally stab you?
For a while now, he's been sneaking out of the village to hunt alone in the stand. Sometimes he's gone for days. So this time, I followed him to his hunting camp. Tried to convince him to come home. Words led to fists. And somewhere in the middle of it all, his knife. He was already gone when I fell.
You would have bled to death had I not come looking for you.
It doesn't make any sense. The way he looked at me. It was like I was a stranger.
Perhaps it's time to recognize...
He's fine! He has to be.
I can't make any promises, but I'll find him if I can. At least to see if he's all right. Where's his hunting camp?
Southeast of here. Thank you.
Glad that's settled. Now you need to rest.
I don't know, she seemed pretty okay. I don't see any blood or giant, you know, knife wound on her for someone who has been supposedly knife wounded. Let's go up here and come around. Meow. Ooh.
You should see her spear in action. I hear she stopped a war in the east. I wonder if she can finish the war here.
Oh, they're talking about Aloy. Okay. Are these like sleeping huts? What are these? Is this somebody's home that I'm like...
The Ten guide you.
I guess it'll keep you dry when the storms come.
The
if you're into that. More homes up there, it looks like. See, this is my problem. It's like, all this looks cool and everything, but like,
Even Outlanders see that Regala is treacherous.
okay, how does anybody get up there? You know what I mean? Like, if I can't get up there, I'm not believing that anybody else can get up there.
Good to see that you survived the war.
Alright, strike player. What level are they? Like, expert. Yeah, okay. Let's keep going up. I don't see any dyers so far.
I hear the battle at the embassy.
Regala got past our defenses today. We won't have to
Where is this weird white light coming from? What the heck is that? That is super weird. Did they just put, like, a random light on something? I don't know why they do that.
The rebels were beaten at the pool.
Regala attacked the school bus, and an outsider defended it.
Alright, doesn't look like there's a dyer here. Nope, got potions and everything. No dyers. That's fine. Oh, okay. I was looking for this one. Oh, wow. He's way in there. Cool. Let's travel to this place and we'll come up and around and I guess maybe we'll fight some plowhorns. I haven't fought any plowhorns in a while. They got medium machine cores, and I don't know how many of their horns I have, or how many I'll need. So they were apex though. So well, we'll fight some anyway. Whee! Kerbonk. Oh, I should see if I can upgrade this armor that I got. I never checked to see if it could be upgraded. Excuse me, coming through. Pardon moi. Alright. Only one upgrade. Yep, we need these stupid green shine cluster things. Not what I expected. Can't imagine how bad it's going to be when you get the orange ones. I mean, there's legendary gear and stuff, but I haven't seen any of it. I've got to hurry up and beat this game. I can talk with my mom about it. She she does not have much time left. And this game is something we've come to bond over. She's almost beat it. From the way I understand it, she's going back and collecting everything. I have not, and so there's things we can't talk about necessarily on this game. And I just kind of thought about this because I was like, oh, I'm gonna, in all my replays, I'm gonna try and get every weapon and every armor and upgrade them fully. And I thought, oh, that's gonna be cool. I can tell my mom, like, oh yeah, look, I did all that, and which will be really cool, except that she will probably be gone by the time I ever manage to do that. Okay, I think we can go around. I think we can come this way and around. Might as well fight these plow horns while we're here, the way I see it. You know what? Let's just jump right across. How about that?
Frost ammo won't hurt it much.
Oh, that's a regular plow horn. Regular plow horn. I thought they were like Apex or something.
Send this to my stash.
Nice, medium machine cores. Medium machine cores. Alright, these things are definitely not as hard as I remember them being. Also, I was really expecting... Alright, 2 medium machine cores, pretty good. Also, I was definitely expecting some, Apex kill horn thingies, or whatever they're called. Alright, let's continue up this way. Let's go to this campfire, actually. Oh, there it is on the map. There's a bridge up here? So yeah, there's a little bridge. Cool. Nice. I'm sure I was gonna make that. Supply cache. Supply cache. Alright, I'm not really trying to go all out of my way to... That seems odd. Just why are these things just laying here? Is this part of this guy going crazy or something? Okay, how do we get to this guy the best? We can go up and over. Yeah, okay, we need to go over, up, and over. So over here. Up here. It's a cool mountainous tree area. I like it. Oh my god, that's a big tree. Cannot imagine. I swear, going after this guy is gonna make us have to, like, fight a Dreadwing or something. I can just feel it. Are we up far enough? No, we're not up far enough. Okay, basically go to the campfire. Interesting. Oh, whoops. There's too many. Why are these valuable caches all over the place? What the heck? Okay, check that out. Oh, that's green shine. Nice. That's a big one, too. Man, I was just thinking, like, this guy's stashing away everything all over the place. Definitely got a little bit of hoarderness going on. Yeah, you can be a hoarder, but wouldn't you rather be a warder? And if you're from where I live, that sounds like, wouldn't you rather be a water? But a, what do you say? That's how you say water from my neck of the woods. Water. When the rain falls, it's water on the roof. And you can use the water on the roof to wash your clothes. I probably said clothes a little bit funny, but... See, I knew I was missing a supply cache somewhere. I don't like that they don't show up when you get too close to them. It's like, I see them from far away, I'm trying to get up to them, and then I can't see them no more. This is nice country up here, very rocky. I live in Delaware, which is a very small slab. I wouldn't even call it a slab. Very small little section of the Delmarva Peninsula, which is basically...
Aloy said her father's hunting camp should be near here.
And the Delmarva Peninsula is basically just a big sandbar that never managed to get washed away somehow for some reason. Okay, I got plenty of wood. Because of that, it's very sandy, very flat. There's hardly any rocks. I mean, like, even when you're digging in and you're like, oh, look, little stones and stuff. No, there's not even very many of them. So it's very odd to
Hunting
me.
camp. This must be where Phaneira confronted her father. I might be able to pick up his trail with my focus.
So it's very odd to me when I come across or see landscapes that are...
supplies for traps. Goroka must have been preparing for a hunt.
We're just gonna take all this stuff. Because of course we are. It was very weird to see very rocky landscapes. Well, I forget what I was watching, but watching something and the landscape was all rocky and I was like, what the?
Blood. Must be Phaneira's. From when her father gashed her. This is a lot of blood for one wound. Fanira was lucky she didn't bleed out.
I don't know what this green stuff is. Is this blaze?
A jar of oil knocked over. Maybe when Goroka and Fanira were fighting. Some of the oil might have gotten on Goroka. Looks like there's a trail I can follow. Let's see where this leads.
We're gonna go all back through where we've already been. Because of course we will. Should probably get some rocks. I need rocks in a little bit. Trying to decide whether we're gonna find him fighting some dread awful beast, or whether we're gonna get and yay! And whether we're gonna find his body somewhere, you know? Bridge or a raft? More bridge. Anywhere near that tall neck? Kinda. Not really, but kinda. Uh-oh. Trail ends here. Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay.
Could prime it with plasma. A claw strider. And a lot of traps.
Boom.
That must be Goroka. I better help him.
Outlander, let's see what you've got.
The thing ran away. Why did he run away?
Down it.
Thanks for the assist, Huntress. Come, let's speak.
Oh, I didn't even see where he was. He seems sane to me, so far. Didn't I just come through this area? Wasn't I just down here? Didn't realize that that one arrow would do so much damage. That was pretty cool. Yeah, we got that sack. That's a sentence I hope doesn't get repeated.
Outlander, I'd like a word. You fight like you're Tanakh, but you're not one of us. State your name, Outlander.
I'm Aloy. You must be Goroka. Fanira asked me to find you. She's back in the village. She's recovering from a wound from your fight.
Then she's in good hands. Come, we have to get moving. There's a squad deeper in the forest. They're about to walk into an ambush.
By who? Rebels?
That's what you want to call them. Spineless scabs. All the same, I could use your spear. What do you say?
Fine. Where is the squad?
This way.
This is interesting. He hesitated. Not sure why he hesitated, but he hesitated. Interesting implications.
We'll make faster time if we cut through the sentinels.
How do you know about the attack?
We've been watching enemy movements in the mountain pass. They've been trying to take our territory for years. This is just their latest attempt.
Years. Regala's rebellion isn't that old. Something's off here.
Oh, Stalker again. I was just here. There wasn't a Stalker. Is it because I'm doing this quest? I hear a Stalker. I don't see a Stalker.
What?
No, not them.
Alright, we got that. Whoa, right in front of me. Ah! What? Whoa, okay. Thought I was in time there. Guess not. Why are my arrows not doing much damage? Oh, did I get the thing off of him? I don't think I did. Yeah, I was definitely this way before. I got 2 guns off of him. I don't think I got the other stealth generator off the other one. Man, I hate stalkers, but... It's like I get them off by accident, or I can't get them off no matter what I do. Let me get this generator before it disappears.
I was so sure they were... Never mind. We have to get to the squad.
Garoka's definitely not all there. This isn't looking good.
Alright, we got some supply cache. Supply cache. Oh, those things again. See, there's an Apex Plowhorn. A couple of them there now. Maybe we'll just wander around this area for a while in the Sentinels. I wonder if Aloy can do like a scan of him and get a medical diagnosis with the focus. If she can treat him at all. Don't know how or why she could. What is that back there? There's like camp and stuff back there. It's pretty cool.
Quiet now. We're almost there.
Oh, a memorial. I don't know what this memorial is for, but...
J Squad, we're... What? No!
An old memorial for fallen soldiers. I think we're a lot more than too late.
Is he like...
Can't be right.
Is he PTSD? Is he flashbacking? Is there some sort of senescence?
Goroka.
Who are you, Outlander? How do you know my name?
I'm Aloy. Phaneera asked me to find you. I'm guessing you don't remember what happened.
I went away again, didn't I? Why are we here?
You told me there was a squad. I was about to be attacked. This is where it happened, isn't it? A long time ago.
Yes, my squad. The Sky Clan ambushed us, slaughtered them all. It would have been 30 years ago now.
Phaneera thinks you've been sneaking off into the forest to hunt. But you've been coming back here. There's no easy way to say this, Goroka. She's hurt. Bad. She tried to stop you from leaving.
I hurt her? But I would never... No. Everything is a fog. I feel like I've been wandering through it, lost, my blade unfamiliar in my hand. And when it finally clears, I can't remember what I was doing or why. I'm always just alone in the forest.
How long has it been like this? This fog?
Weeks, months maybe. At first I thought it was a passing thing, like forgetting after a knock on the head. Then names and faces became difficult, and I started finding myself in the forest, unsure how I got there.
Why haven't you told Phaneera?
What was I supposed to say? That I'm unraveling, like a frayed, weak rope? No!
But look where that's gotten you. She has no idea why you hurt her. So the Sky Clan ambushed your squad a long time ago?
We were almost through with our patrol. About to head back to the village when they swarmed us. I alone survived. When my wounds scarred, I returned here and built a memorial where my comrades fell. And then I struck down twice as many of their soldiers in retribution. Such were the clan wars.
Earlier, you said the enemy had been trying to take the lowland territory for years. I guess that was during the clan wars?
Before Hikaru became our chief, our clans were constantly at war. We fought over every inch of this forest. The ruined village nearby is a remnant of those days. No matter how many soldiers fell, there was always another vendetta to pursue. They say that's why the wood of the Sentinels runs red, for the generations of blood spilled.
You know, that seems reasonable. No.
We should head back to the village.
Wait. The memorial. It's missing a piece there. A marker of metal, made from the blades of my fallen comrades. Where is it? It has to be around here somewhere. I have to find it. I know it's here.
Hey, calm down. Let me take a look.
Okay.
Tracks. Leading away from the memorial.
Lead the way.
Alright, we're following more tracks now. We're gonna do a giant circle. He took it and did something with it and didn't remember.
Land was bracing for this rain.
Didn't take the bridge that was right there. Seems reasonable that that's what our conclusion is. Oh, we got a rebel camp here. Is that where we're going? Oh, that looks like a big clearing to fight something. Don't like that. We need the tail, I believe. Scavenger scrap piles. Okay.
Clamberjaws.
They might have scrapped the marker.
Filthy scavengers. On your lead.
What? Why can't I? Oh, I'm always out of ammo. That got me. Do I have the right arrows? Whoa! There's the thing. There's always more clamberjaws. That guy looks mean and nasty. That's what I wanted. Did I knock this other guy's tail off too? I don't remember. Let's see if he comes back. Let's see what for pieces I can pick up for now. Oh, are all the pieces gone? Something sees me. Oh, okay. So much for that.
Now to find the marker. Might be in one of the clamberjaw scrap piles.
I'll stand watch in case one of you show up.
Okay. Let's see if we can... Oops, that's not what I wanted. Resource scanner. This another tail duster? Yeah! There's 3 or 4 tail dusters to get? I'm not sure.
No marker here. I better check another scrap pile.
Search a shell walker. Okay. Maybe I killed the last one with the tail still on and I didn't realize. Got a lot of scrap parts that pop up on them.
No marker here. I better check another scrap pile.
There we go.
Got the marker. Now to give this back to Goroka.
We're gonna go around and see what we find, if we find anything. Man, I can just imagine how awesome it would be just to run through these trees all the time. I bet it'd be wonderful to be lost in this place. Oh, we got 2 memorial markers. Okay. Cool, cool. I guess that's everything? We got a blue thing here. Bunch of traps I've got to sell now. Okay, why can't I talk to him? Give the marker to Goroka. Why can't I give the marker to the Goroka? Did I mess it up because I got 2 of them? Cool little platform here. Alright. I can't give this thing to Goroka. We're gonna pause the video so that I can look this up. Can't give the... What's this quest called? In the fog. Okay, definitely BRB. Okay, the internet says just to reload from a save. So let's but I don't know when it would have last saved. So I'm thinking I should just go save and then reload from a save. Let's go over here to that unknown campfire. I'm sure that's not how it's supposed to be done. You're not supposed to save and then reload from a save, but I'm gonna do it anyway, just in case, because I don't want to fight those things all over again. And while I'm running, we should take a look and see. Oh my gosh. I think I have, like... Oh, what is that? Oh, peccary. I think I have a mental tick or something. Because, as soon as I start feeling like I got a bug on me...
Must be a tonic.
I start feeling like there's more bugs crawling on me. And then there's more bugs crawling on me. And it just, like, never stops. Keeps going on and on and on. Okay. Let's do a quick save. Let's just... Whoops. Nope. Come on. There we go. He's supposed to be put in a different spot after you do this.
Tonic. It's close.
And, supposedly then he's okay. Ooh, did it reload some stuff?
Over here, Aloy. Did you find it?
Ah, Yep. Now he's talking to us. I wonder if he just got stuck on a rock. Because he was stuck over here and didn't make it there.
Well, what's the news?
Oh yeah, we're definitely better off now. Okay.
Here. I think this is the missing marker.
Yes, that's it. I'll return it to the memorial. You go on ahead. I want to spend some time to remember my comrades.
Are you sure?
I'll be fine. The fog is gone for now.
All right. I'll head back to the village and let Fanira know you're okay.
Thank you, Aloy.
Oh, it took both the memorial markers. I thought I'd get an extra
At
one.
least I can tell Fanira why Goroka's been running off. Back to Tide's Reach, then.
Right, we're just gonna travel there. Shwoop.
Your blade be bright. What with strength?
And where do we have to find her again?
You should learn more about our ways, Outlander.
Is that okay? Bonk.
But where's my father?
I killed him. He's dead. Wait,
Aloy,
no, that's not
you're
right.
back. But where's my father?
It's okay. I found him. He's not deranged, Fanira. He's been forgetting things, more and more. He thought he was still in the clan wars, that he could save his squad from an ambush. When we got to the memorial, he came back to the present. Said it's like he's been lost in a fog.
Wait. I've heard of something similar, a rare occurrence among chaplains. Their memory fades with the long years. Goroka's not a chaplain, but he is the age of one. Before Hikaro became the chief, few of us would live to be so old.
Yeah.
So that's why. Oh, thank the 10. If he was found to be insane, then by rights he'd be put to death.
What? No, he's just getting old. He needs care, not a death sentence.
Pretty sure the rest of the village sees that as one and the same. But we'll keep a close eye on him. Speaking of, where is he now?
Here. Oh, little spear. I'm so sorry.
It's all right, Father. You're home safe. And I understand now.
Can't believe
When
they
the
actually
fog
had two people
comes,
touching.
I'll hold your hand tight and remember for you. You don't have to be afraid.
Thank you for all your help. Please, accept this. Your deeds here, what you've done for Fanira, will always, always be remembered.
Thank you, Aloy.
Aloy? Yes, Aloy.
Animators hate to Sunhawk Shredder Gauntlet. Okay. They hate to. Animators hate to show things
Your blade is to be respected, Outlander.
being animated. Well, not being animated, but being Tanakh the Dragoon. Oops. Let's go up to the. It's going to go up to the campfire.
Keep your blade bright.
Is this campfire? Yes, it is. Let's see if we can. Let's go. Oh, we're in town. We can't move. All right, let's. Where's the Tanakh stuff? Tanakh Recon? Is that what I get? No, Tanakh Dragoon. Okay. I was like, that didn't seem like what I just got. Tanakh Dragoon. That one's not bad. Alright, let's, we're gonna end our episode, but we're gonna go get this, thing beginning of next episode.
That sound. Must be a tonic.
So that is it for me. Thanks so much for tuning in. Appreciate you hanging out here with me on the Bratcat channel. Do the stuff if you want to. Makes us look good to our internet overlords. All hail the internet overlords and their benevolence. If you, what was I going to say? Oh gosh, I live in the fog. I understand what he's going through. Live in that fog for all my life. Twitch.tv/BratCatMedia. On Twitter @BratCatMedia or @Hobfoot. So check those out if you want. That is it for me. Peace out, Girl Scouts.